A Inter Milan vs Lazio prediction, team news, lineups preview. Inter Milan welcome Lazio to San Siro on Sunday night in one of the most important games of the season in Serie A. Simone Inzaghi's side were handed a boost in their pursuit of a second straight title last weekend, while Lazio aided their hopes in the hunt for Champions League qualification. Match preview. It was almost a perfect Sunday for Inter last weekend, as they did what they had to do, winning 2-0 away to a tricky Torino side, before watching Napoli surprisingly drop points at home to Genoa. That has blown the title race wide open once again, with Napoli's lead shortening from 3 points to 1, but Inzaghi will be conflicted between going all in for the Scudetto knowing that the Champions League final is on the horizon. This weekend now takes on even more importance, because it is unquestionably the toughest test either of the top two will face, and a defeat for Inter could hand the title to Napoli if Antonio Conte's men beat struggling Parma. Inter's form at San Siro has been sensational of late though, winning 7 of their last 8 here in Serie A, as well as the dramatic Champions League semi-final against Barcelona earlier this month. The win over Torino last week means former Lazio boss Inzaghi also enters this fixture as just the second manager ever in Serie A history to win 100 matches with 2 different clubs, joining Niels Lidholm in that exclusive club. One of those 100 wins with Inter came in emphatic fashion against his former employers in the reverse too, as Inter battered Lazio 6-0 at the Stadio Olimpico, meaning the Nerazzurri could complete a league double for the first time since 2016-17. Inter have won 4 of their last 5 home games with Lazio, but the last encounter here ended level last season. So the visitors will hope they can replicate that, but manager Marco Baroni has a woeful record against their upcoming opponents, drawing 1 and losing 7 of his 8 meetings. Morale should be high in the Lazio camp though, as they kept their Champions League hopes alive with a late equalizer against top 4 rivals Juventus last weekend. Baroni's men capitalized on Pierre Calulu's red card, with Matthias Vecino scoring in the 96th minute to deny Juve all 3 points, and to keep the two clubs level on 64 points heading into the penultimate weekend. However, Lazio start the weekend 5th due to their inferior head-to-head with Juventus, and Bologna and Roma are both in touching distance behind them, and with the most difficult fixture on paper, the Biancocelesti are in danger of falling this weekend. Lazio have not missed out on European qualification since the 2016-17 season, but that is a real possibility given how tight it is between 4th and 9th, and they will face a Lecce side who could be battling for their lives on the final day. Being away from home this weekend should not deter Lazio though, because all of their wins across the last 9 matches have come on the road at Atalanta, Genoa and Empoli, and they could win 4 in a row away from the Olimpico for the first time in 3 years. Team news. Even though the Champions League final is on the horizon, Inzaghi cannot afford to rotate too much if he has serious ambitions of winning the title, so expect the strongest possible 11 to be fielded here. Lautaro Martinez may miss out again after playing through the pain barrier for 75 minutes against Barcelona in that dramatic semi-final, while the match winner on that occasion, Davide Frattesi, is also struggling with an abdominal injury. Henrik Mkhitaryan and Benjamin Pavard are also set to miss out with injury, but Christian Aslani should be fine despite picking up a late knock at Torino a week ago. Lazio will be without both Mattia Zaccagni and left-back Luca Pellegrini due to suspension, while Nuno Tavares is also out injured on the left-hand side of defense. It is therefore a relief that Lazio have Manuel Lazzari and Elzid Hysaj back from injury and suspension, giving Baroni more options in the defensive wide areas, with the versatile Patrick also dealing with an ankle issue at present. Inter Milan possible starting lineup: Sommer, Bisek, Acerbi, Batoni, Darmian, Aslani, Zielinski, Zalewski, Carlos Augusto, Thuram, Taremi. Lazio possible starting lineup: Mendes, Lazzari, Gila, Romagnoli, Maruzic, Guendouzi. Ravella, Isaacson, Dia, Pedro, Castellanos. We say, Inter Milan 2-1 Lazio. Should Inter avoid defeat, the title will go to the final day, and given their excellent home record and recent joy against Lazio, the hosts will be confident of keeping the pressure on Napoli. Lazio will be determined to deny the Nerazzurri though, as they have big top four ambitions of their own, but very few teams come away with anything against Inter at San Siro. And it could be a narrow defeat for the Biancocelesti. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.